Hey guys, it's Tina here. Welcome back to another episode of Tina Tries It. In today's episode, I'm going to be trying predicted beauty trends for 2020. Seeing that it is the start of a new year, there's been a lot of articles on top trends to watch out for 2020 or like beauty trends you're going to be seeing this year. So I thought I would collect a couple of the popular ones and try them out for today's video. Some of them I love, some of them I'm like not too sure if they're actually gonna like be a trend this year or not, but I thought I shall try them out anyway. Let's start off with eyes. This year you're gonna be seeing a lot more embellished eye makeup. I'm sure you guys have already seen some on Instagram. I'm talking about pearls on your eyes, gems, sequins, glitter, the whole shebang. I actually do like this trend. I spend a lot of my time on Instagram scrolling through different makeup looks, and I always save the ones with like blinged up eyes and then pearls and pretty much the whole lot. So I'm a fan of that. I think it's really creative. I think it's pretty cool. Have I worn it myself? Not really. I think I've only like done one look with like a pearl liner one day when I was feeling a bit creative, but honestly, I didn't wear that look out. So I have 2 cases of little gems and a sheet of pearl stickers. I actually use these for my nails, but you can also stick it on your face if you use like an eyelash adhesive. So my plan of attack is to dot my eyelash adhesive on the areas that I want to place my gem, and I'm using a pair of tweezers to pick up the little gems. Voila, I've got one on. I chose blue because I have a little bit of blue on my earrings, so I kind of want to tie the look together. I'm going to pop some pearls here. Lastly, I'm going to pop a big pearl in the center here. And there you go, I think I'm done with my embellished eyes. I just got changed for this next trend because it does involve some neon colors. Now, neon is supposed to be a hot trend for 2020. You're gonna see a lot of people wear neon colors in their clothes, their nails, and even their makeup. So I thought I would combine this trend with another eye makeup trend, which is the floating eyeliners. The only neon eye makeup that I own are these Fenty Vivid liquid liners. That's why I wore this top, so whatever I do will match. But the problem is, this top, honestly in person it looks yellow, but on camera it's looking a little bit greeny. And so I don't know what colors to do. Should I do green or should I do yellow? I think I'll go with yellow because I love yellow. I just actually don't know what sort of thing I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna wing it. Get it? So I'm gonna make sure like the brush is coated nicely with product, so that way I can get like at least try to get an even line. So I'm just gonna mark where I want to start, where I want it to go up to, and then where I want it to end. I need to like hold my breath and say a prayer. This liner kind of feels a bit dry. Okay, so I have my basic shape there. I can just build on it afterwards, but let me just try to perfect this side. I hope it's somewhat close to being sisters. I don't mind if it's not exactly the same because that's impossible. What a great start. Ah! Okay, I messed it up. Alrighty, so this is my attempt at a floating neon liner. Honestly, I'm not like super proud of my work. I feel like this liner has gotten all dry, and if I like move my eyebrows up and down and express my face like this, I feel like it starts to form little cracks if you look really, really closely. Just because the formula of this isn't like that flexible, I guess. I think for photos, for Instagram, I think it is a good look, but I'm just not that confident to wear it out in public. This year, you might find yourself pushing aside your full coverage foundation because breathable skin is going to be in. What do I mean by breathable skin? I mean skin that you can actually see the texture of. It's not covered up with like heavy, thick makeup or full coverage foundation. You want your natural skin texture to shine. This is pretty much similar to the no makeup look, or like the no foundation makeup look. Now, with this breathable skin trend, obviously your skincare regime has a major role to play in it. because you're going to be showing off your skin's natural texture, but obviously you want to kind of conceal and make your skin look as flawless as possible without using full coverage foundations and anything too heavy. So I'm going to show you how to achieve that with moisturizer, a primer, some concealer, and powder. For moisturizer, I'm going to be applying the Gesgep Bare Cream. Basically, I want this to sit on my skin for maybe like 5-10 minutes before I actually start on my makeup. You want to make sure you have on enough moisturizer. It's okay if you apply a little bit more because you can kind of block back before you start makeup, but it's really important to keep your skin moisturized and hydrated. Next, I'm going to go in with a pore primer. You can see I have a lot more like bumps and texture around like the center of my face and around my nose. That's because I'm oily around those areas. So I'm just going to like mattify those areas down. And it's just going to blur that texture out slightly. This next step is optional, but right now I'm kind of breaking out everywhere. It's a time of the month for me. So I'm just going to go in with a corrector. This one is from Urban Decay. So I just want to knock out that redness. I'm just going to use my fingers to blend out the color corrector. Then you can go in with a concealer that matches your skin. You just pretty much want to spot conceal any imperfections, and then you can blend it out with your fingers, or what I'm doing here, I just grabbed a little eyeshadow brush, a clean one, and I'm just going to diffuse all that out. Finally, you can grab a little bit of translucent powder or pressed powder, whatever you prefer, and then just pat that onto the areas that are a little bit oily, or that will get a little bit shiny at the end of the day. And there you have it, breathable skin. This next trend excites me because I am a big fan of this, and that's blush on blush. So I'm talking about makeup looks with pronounced blush that you can see the color, it's popping, but also it's not just on the cheeks, it's blended up into the temples and even on the eyes. So everything kind of ties in together. Now, when I'm doing a blush on blush look, I like to use like these multitasking balms from Nude Sticks. This one is Cherry Blossom Babe and this one is Tiger Lily Queen. So these are really creamy, and I like to just pop it on my hand first, the back of my hand, and then I'll apply it onto my cheeks. I'm gonna just kind of like mix the two colors together and start dabbing it on my cheeks. So I'm applying it a little bit higher than usual. It's kind of like where I would almost like highlight just on top of my cheekbones. I like to use two colors because it kind of creates more dimension. So I might pop like one color more around the outside, and then to build up the intensity, I'll pop the brighter color in the center. So I'm even working that color up into my temples, just blending it and tapping it upwards. And then I'm just going to blend the two colors together and then pat it across my lid. And I'm also going to pop some on my lips as well. If you like a dewier finish, you can leave it at that, but I'm actually going to go in with a bit of powder, and I'm actually going to build up the intensity a little bit more and then also set my blush. So I love this one. This is the Hourglass. Oh, so dirty. Sorry guys. This is the Hourglass Lightning Blush Quad in Ghost. I really like this palette because I can just swirl my brush around and collect a little bit of each color and mix it around. Now this will keep the shine because it has a little bit of a sheen. These powders aren't matte. You can see that it's like marbled with a little bit of shimmer. I'm gonna grab these two shades on a eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to blend this over and use it as eyeshadow. Gesgep, please. I'm gonna pinch my brush and then brush it along my lower lash line as well. To finish off my blush on blush look, I've just popped on some mascara and a natural pair of falsies. For this look, I didn't do like a liner because I didn't want it to take away from the whole like connected blush look, and I didn't apply any extra bronzers or anything else. I just kept it as is. Let's move on to lashes. Apparently natural lashes will be in this year, so you're gonna see a lot more makeup artists not opt for like crazy heavy bold lashes, but they're gonna do something a little bit more natural, maybe just mascara on the lashes or a natural pair of falsies. Now if you have short lashes like me, one of my favorite mascaras that I found work on really short, like straight lashes is the Cleo Kill Lash. After I curl my lashes and I pop this mascara on, it actually holds all day. It doesn't clump up, it doesn't smudge. So I find 1 or 2 coats of this looks really good on my lashes. Anything more than that, it starts to kind of look a little bit too spidery for me. This is what my lashes look like with a coat of the Cleo mascara. Sometimes I feel like this still isn't enough because I'm not blessed with like very full lashes. I'll actually apply a pair of falsies, but I'll go for a super natural looking pair. This one is Kiss, and this is my favorite natural pair to use, and it's from my brand Petite Cosmetics. This one's really natural because it has a clear thin band, and the length of the lashes are just a little bit longer than my natural lashes. So that's what the lashes look like on. You can see that it's definitely fuller than my natural lashes, especially when it comes to the ends. So on days where I feel like I definitely need a little bit more than my natural lashes with mascara, I'll opt for some falsies, but you want to choose like a very, very natural pair that it can almost look like your own lashes, but better. Next up, we have brows. This year, brow lamination will be a big hit. I totally called this one because I did a video on my channel last year laminating my own brows. So pretty much perming my brow hairs upright to give myself that model brushed up brow look. So I wasn't surprised to see this one on the list. If you guys haven't seen that video, check it out. But a quick summary, I pretty much used my eyelash perming solutions to perm my brow hairs upright. It lasted about 2 to 3 weeks before it started slowly dropping, and then my brow hairs just go back to normal. But yeah, like when I did do it, I did find that in the morning I had to sort of like brush my hairs and kind of fix them up because they kind of went like everywhere. So that's just one thing to note. You will have to brush your brow hairs. I never had to do that before because my brow hairs grew downwards. But yeah, I still really like that. I've done it like twice now. And I think I'll just keep doing it because I feel like it makes my brows look a lot fuller and thicker. Next up is hair. Apparently 90s hairstyles are making a comeback. I'm kind of like on the fence with this one, depending on what type of 90s hairstyles. If it's those like ugly butterfly clips where you would like twist and clip your hair back, I don't want them to come back but if it's the half up, half down hairstyle, I'm all for that because I think it's kind of like chic. You can kind of like modernize it a little bit, change it up, but still have that 90s element to it. And then also crimped hair. Okay, this one, it depends on the crimp. If it's a tight crimp, ooh, I'm not a big fan of, but if it's like the mermaid waves, then yes, I'm all for that. So when creating mermaid waves, in the past I've done it and it's actually pretty easy. It's probably like one of the easiest styles to create because you don't actually need to be able to use a curling tong or iron. I've just popped mousse in my hair and it's a little bit damp. You don't have to put mousse if you don't want to, but I find that if you put mousse, it kind of makes it less frizzy for me. I've just divided it in half and then this I'm dividing in half again. So I'm just going to do a quick plait. Once I'm done with that, I'm actually going to use my hair dryer to dry out my hair and to set the wave. You can also use a hair straightener for this. Just make sure you try to distribute the heat evenly. Okay, so I guess it did kind of work. I wish I dried my hair a little bit more because some sections feel a little bit damp, but I would recommend sleep with the plaits on because that will just give it more time to dry. But yeah, actually don't mind this. It is a little bit messy, but I think like if I smooth it out a little bit, it would look nice. It just kind of like add a bit more volume to give me mermaid hair. Now in the 90s, hair accessories were also huge. So you're gonna see a surge of hair accessories come back. We're talking about headbands, scrunchies, hair clips, and hair scarves. The hair accessory trend I love because I feel like on days where you have bad hair, you can kind of use hair accessories to kind of cover it up and kind of make you look a bit more chic and put together. So this one is a yay for me. So that's all the beauty trends I have for you guys today. Let me know which one is your favorite and your least favorite. I think mine would have to be neon eyes. I just can't rock. I can't pull it off. I'm not that cool. I'm not that edgy. And I'm not going to a rave. Anyways, that's it to this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And remember to turn on notifications so you don't miss out on future uploads. And yeah, I shall speak to you guys next time. Bye! Not how you wear a hairscarf. I am not very good at this. This is not the look I'm going for. Oh my god. This eyelash glue is so strong. Oh my god, it just waxed my skin.